Come turn this fan off. Turn it off. Hey! Come turn this fan off. Look at that. This is a TonyRealTheGod Chronicles broadcast with breaking news. Please be advised.
Audio Jungle.
What's good, everybody, man? This your boy TonyRealTheGod, man. Coming back at you with another report and another review. Now, this is a very, very touching story, and I hope you guys can hear me well. I hope it's not any static or anything in the background. Anything, disturbing the broadcast. So, this story is very touching. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into that, please subscribe to the channel, TonyRealTheGod Chronicles, and turn on your bell notifications, and also subscribe to my other channel, TonyRealTheGod Reacts, and also like, share, comment, and turn on your bell notifications on that as well. If you would like to support the channel, please support the channel. Hashtag Big Tony Main, GoFundMe.com/TonyRealTheGod202. So all the support that you give me goes straight to the channel for content, better equipment, all that types of stuff. Not for my personal gain, y'all. So this story that I'm about to do, and please, I want to say this. I really want to say this. Please hold all call-ins for now. I'll let people start calling in when I finish the story, and I've done my review and analyzing, and I'll let people start calling in. So hold all phone calls before you call in, please. Thank you. So this story is very, very touching. And when I saw this story and I looked at it, I said, oh my God, I have to do this story. I have to do a review on this story. Now, this story was posted on August the 28th, 2021. So, so it was pretty much, a few days ago, when they posted it. And I'm just now actually getting to the story. But when I saw the story, I could not resist from reporting this story, from reviewing and analyzing this story. And this story is so horrific that I'm gonna try my best to hold myself together. And also, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm all messed up already. Welcome to my very first live stream for my second channel, TonyRealTheGod Chronicles. Wow. And thank all of you for being here today on my very first live for my channel. I really appreciate y'all coming out, man, and checking me out. I've been getting so much love and support from so many people, you know what I mean? And I really appreciate the love and support, you know what I'm saying, and the views that you guys have been giving me on this channel. And, that just lets me know that y'all love what I do, y'all like what I do, and I'm going to keep doing it. So, like I said, hold the calls. Do not call in yet. I will let you know when to start calling in. Okay? Whew. So, y'all, this story, we have this young lady here, 28-year-old Jamiria Hall. And she y'all see right there in my news bar, she murdered her two kids, 6 and 8 years old. 6-year-old Deneria Thomas and 8-year-old Davin Thomas, her two children. And she just left the bodies, there to just rot. And people started smelling something, and it was reported. Wow. I'm sorry, y'all, but it is so ridiculous how you have a mother, the one that's supposed to love and nurture their children, and you kill your children and leave their bodies to rot. Question is, what went through your mind to kill your children? To even do something like that to those babies. Them babies didn't deserve that. So, see, as parents, man, we're supposed to love and care for our children. Discipline them, yes, but not to the point to where we take their lives. And that's really sad that this woman, this ridiculous human being of a woman, committed this heinous crime. So many cases have happened where there were mothers and fathers and boyfriends and girlfriends killing their children, their stepchildren, or the children killing them. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this grown-ass woman who was fully aware of her behavior, and she took the lives of this 6-year-old Deneria Thomas and 8-year-old Davin Thomas. She took the lives of her children because she was unfit, irresponsible, and had no business along with those babies. So I don't know why on earth could she just bring into her mind to even think this was a good choice. And I'm sure as we read on, we're going to know that she's been, either she confessed or she got locked up. Of course, we're going to read the story. Oh, I'm going to get to the story. You see her mugshot up there on the screen, right? There go her mugshot. This ridiculous person. This sick human being. This is the reason why that these types of things should not be allowed to happen. These types of things should not be happening, because as parents, you have a responsibility to take care of your children, to love them and care for them. And you decide that you're tired now. You're so tired to where now you want to take them out. Put them down like dogs, like animals. I mean, who the hell does she think she is? She deserves whatever she is going to be punished for. With. She deserves whatever punishment comes to her. I hear a lot of talking about fathers doing things to their kids, or kids doing things to other kids. But when I hear about the the one that's supposed to love them the most, doing something to these babies. That breaks my heart. That messes me up. And the situation at hand should not have come to this. Whatever she was going through, she should have went through it with positive actions. Whatever might have been going through her mind, she shouldn't have made a decision to hurt those babies, to hurt those children. They didn't ask to be here. And she didn't have to decide when their time was up. Those babies would still be here. They would still be here. So whatever type of demented, ill, screwed up mind that she had going on in here, she put those babies right in the middle of it. Mental dysfunction is real, people. Mental dysfunction is real. Mental instability, imbalancing is real. This woman needed psychiatric help, professional help. There's no telling what happened, what came to her mind to even do something as heinous as this crime. And she decided to go ahead and take these babies' lives. And I'm sorry, y'all. She decided to take these babies' lives. She took their lives like it meant nothing. And she is going to pay the heaviest and biggest price. And the price she's going to pay is going to be so heavy, she's not going to be able to even withstand the type of punishment that she's going to receive. She's not going to be able to. She's not. I don't know how much of a sick in the mind person you have to be to even do something like this, but she will be punished to the greatest extent, if not already. And I'll say this again. As parents, we're supposed to love our children. We're supposed to take care of our babies, care for them, protect them, even from ourselves and others. We should not hurt our children. We should not kill our babies. I know that it gets hard. I know that it gets tough. But you cannot make a decision that those babies cannot make on their own for them, all because you want to be sick in the mind. Mental health is real. This woman clearly had some sort of mental health issue and probably didn't seek help. I don't know what may have came over this woman. And and she's done what she's done. So whatever is going to happen with this woman, she deserves for it to happen to her. She does. She does. So I'll end my monologue with this. Protect your children from yourselves and from anyone else. This woman should have sought help with those babies, not kill those babies. Protect your babies. Be good parents. Love them. Raise them. Be there when they succeed. You never know who you're raising. And that's my monologue. So now let's get to the story at hand. I am sorry, y'all. Here's the story. And I hope y'all can hear me good. I'm just going to bring this in a little bit so we won't have all those ads showing. Okay, here we go. Here's the story. So it says here, mom murdered her two kids, 6 and 8, leaving bodies to rot until smell was reported. Here it says, police say Jamiria Hall, 28 years old, has reportedly confessed to killing 6-year-old Deneria Thomas and Davin Thomas at their home in Baltimore, United States. Wow. Look at this, man. Let's read on, y'all. A mom is accused of murdering her two young children and leaving their bodies to rot in their flat before police made the grim discovery. Jamiria Hall, 28, is claimed to have drowned and strangled 6-year-old Deneria Thomas and stabbed to death Davin Thomas, 8-year-old Davin Thomas, at their home in Baltimore, U.S. The tragic children were last known to be alive on August 19th when neighbors told police they heard Deneria screaming, "Mommy, no." Oh my God. This baby was screaming, "Mommy, no. Mommy, no." And she continued to hurt this child. And I'm sorry for the background y'all hear, the children y'all hear in the background. There are kids outside of where I live at, and they're having fun out there. So sorry if y'all hear children, but those are children outside. Not my children, but other kids. Sorry for that. But let's continue. She asked her mother. She's telling her mother, "Mommy, no. Mommy, no. Mommy, no." And she continued her pursuit. She continued her assault on her 6-year-old daughter and took her life. What kind of sick ass motherfucker you gotta be to do something like this? This is heinous. This is destructive. This is evil. Who the hell does this woman think she is? You can't sit there and have babies and then you sit there and want to kill them. Her ass, if she was having that kind of problem, she should have gave those babies to the father or at least to some close family members to take care of those children. There's no telling why she just got all sick in the mind like this, man. And to a lot of you parents out there that know you wasn't fit, you should not be hurting your children. It is not your fault. It's not your kid's fault for whatever you're going through mentally. It's all you. Get your shit together, man. So as we read on, it says, police discovered the decomposing bodies of the siblings on Thursday after they responded to a call about a foul smell coming from the family's flat. Can you believe this? She killed those children, those babies, and left them there. Left them there to rot, to just rot. Glad you could make it in the comments. Left them there to rot. To rot. What kind of sick in the mind person do you have to be to do something like this? This pathetic piece of shit woman. Let's continue to read on. Deneria was found in the bath with clothing wrapped around her neck, and her brother's body was in a sleeping bag with a knife in his chest. Oh my God. Oh my God. She wrapped her daughter in the bathtub with clothing. With clothes that she had wrapped around her neck, y'all. My God. My God. And she put her son in a sleeping bag with the knife that she stabbed him to death with still and left in his chest. Shit! What has the world come to? Why on earth would this woman do this, man? I don't get it. What was going on in her mind, y'all? Let's read on. It says here that Hall was not at the flat when police arrived. That's because she left them there. This bitch. When officers tracked her down, she confessed to killing them during police interrogation. Baltimore Police Commissioner Michael Harrison said during a press conference. So this is what he announced at a press conference, that as they interrogated her, she confessed. Didn't take her long. She knew she was guilty. She better have confessed because she was the only one with those babies. And left them there because she got scared. She knew what she had done. It says here, there's nothing more difficult than investigating the murder of a child. Wow, and I'm with him on that. That is so true. That is so true. Witnessing the murder of not witnessing, but investigating the murder of a child. And it's really sad, y'all. How do you just come to your mind? How do you just come to your mind and do this to these children? Whatever whatever she might have been going through, she could have worked through that. I mean, what did those babies do? They were innocent. They didn't really know any better. They were innocent, man. This sick, sadistic, sad fucking woman, man. She didn't deserve those babies, and I'm just gonna say it like that. She didn't deserve them. Let's continue. Woo, woo, my goodness. Look at it in the mirror. Took the picture with the babies. Look at them babies. Beautiful babies. Beautiful babies. Says here, Hall allegedly told her mom that the children's dad had taken them. This is what the documents say. The charging documents. But the children's dad told police that they hadn't been with him, and the last time he saw Hall on August 17th, she was shouting and cursing at no one in the street. He said she appeared to be under the influence. This bitch was on drugs. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it like that. This fucking woman was on motherfucking drugs. This bitch was high. She was high as fuck. She was high as fuck. She had no business being on no damn drugs while she had them babies. And got the nerve to do something to those children like they did something terribly wrong. And I kind of figured that by her killing her baby, she had to been on drugs. And the father stated in the report that she was in the middle of the street cursing at nobody. She must have been all on kind of methamphetamine, crack, heroin. She must have been on all that shit. Or maybe that other shit where they sniffing those goddamn bath soaps or some shit. She must have been all on that shit too. But you don't kill your children. You don't do nothing to your babies because you want to get high. And she was so fucking high, and I'm going to say it. Now, this is allegedly, for the sake of my channel, I'll say that. But in the report, it was said she looked under the influence. She appeared to be under the influence. So she had to have been high on drugs to even do something like this to those children. The hell, man. Let's continue. Let's read on here. So it says here that Chantel Carnachin, Hall's former classmate, told WBL TV she seemed okay the last time they exchanged text messages. She was all about her kids. That was her first and top priority. This is what Chantel Carnachin said. So this was her friend, her former classmate from school. My God. Look at these babies. Does it look like those babies deserve whatever the hell she did? She put a knife through she stabbed her son to death and put a knife through his chest and left it there. Strangled her daughter with clothes around and left the clothes around her neck and put her body in the tub. Put her son in a sleeping bag. A fucking sleeping bag. How on earth do you get that sick? That sick in the mind? You put your child's body in a sleeping bag. You stab your son to death and put his body in a sleeping bag with the knife still in his chest. You strangle your daughter with clothes that you have wrapped around her neck, and you put her body in the tub. Before I read this last little small paragraph, let's scroll back up and see these babies. Look at these babies. Look at these babies. And this is her crazy ass right here in the picture with them. Right here in the picture with them. Look at these babies. They didn't deserve that. And here go her little mug shot. Look at this. She had the nerve. Well, no. The father reported of seeing her in the middle of the street, talking to herself, cursing at someone she thought was there, and there was no one there. Look at these children. These babies had no idea that their mother even had the capability to do these types of things to them. Those babies were innocent. 6 and 8 year old. 6-year-old Deneria Thomas and 8-year-old Davin Thomas. These children's lives were ended without prejudice. Were ended so swiftly, all because the mother, and we don't know for a fact, that's just the way it appeared, was on drugs. Yeah. On drugs. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Y'all come on, talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Let me know in the comment section what you think. What this mother could have done to not do this to her babies. Because the father said that he saw her in the middle of the street cursing at someone that was not there. It must have been somebody invisible, but she saw him. And she appeared to be under the influence of drugs. Talk to me, people. Talk to me, y'all. It's really sad that you have a mother that's supposed to be loving and caring, and she does this heinous shit to her children. She just completely took those babies' lives. What did those babies do to you? What did those babies do to her? She was high. She had to have been high. Just from saying that it appeared she was under the influence in the middle of the street cursing out somebody that wasn't there. So yeah, she had to have been high on drugs. And high as hell when she killed her children. Which means whatever her children looked like to her, I guess she was seeing shit. She probably was seeing shit. And I've heard of cases where people have been under the influence of drugs and they have saw distorted figures. Some people call them demons. Some people call them dark figures. Some people call them also. They've seen figures that were not human. Could this have been the case on why her innocent 2 beautiful children were murdered by her hand? Could this have been the case? Could this have been the case because she was on drugs, appearing to be under the influence? Could this have been the case on why she murdered her children? She put clothes around her daughter's neck, her 6-year-old daughter, and choked her with them until she was lifeless. My God. She stabbed her son repeatedly and then until he was lifeless, and left the knife in his chest and wrapped him in a sleeping bag and placed her daughter's lifeless body in the tub. Can you believe the sick shit to your stomach of this crazy ass woman? And her daughter, let's scroll back up right quick. I want to get this here. I'm going to read this again. It says here, the tragic children were last known to be alive on August 19th when neighbors told police they heard her 6-year-old daughter, Daenerys, screaming, "Mommy, no." The baby was screaming, "Mommy, no." The neighbors told the police they heard her child screaming from their flat, from their apartment. And the baby was screaming at her mother, saying, "Mommy, no," as she was assaulting her. She strangled her daughter with clothes, placed her lifeless body in the tub, placed her lifeless body in the tub with no remorse of what she had done, because this motherfucking bitch was high. I'm just gonna say it like that. The father said in the report that she was in the middle of the street and appeared to be under the influence. Look at this bitch's face. Look at this criminal, this sick, sadistic asshole, this sick woman, this unfit mother, this trash, this fucking garbage of a mother. You got fathers out there that have committed crimes like this too. But it hurts so much more when I'm hearing the mothers. Because the mothers are the ones that are the nurturers. They are the nurturers. And they're supposed to be the nurturers, the ones that's supposed to be there for them and love them and care for them and love on them. They're the ones that's going to give them all the love that they need. They're the ones that are, they're the ones, y'all. The mothers are the ones that care more than the father will ever care. That's if she's a good mother. Look at this. Once again, it says the neighbors told the police they heard this baby screaming at her mother, "Mommy, no. Mommy, no." And it says here, I'm going to read this again. Daenerys, the baby, the 6-year-old girl, was found in the bathtub, basically, with clothing wrapped around her neck, and her brother's body was in a sleeping bag with a knife in his chest. Can you fucking believe this shit? This woman is so sick. This woman is so sick. She deserves whatever punishment they have for her. Oh, yes. Now, her friend, Chantel Cornachin, said that she was all about her kids. That was her first priority, her first and top priority. This is what her ex-classmates said about her. So if they were if she was all about her children and they were her first priority, then why did she take their lives? What came over this woman to take the lives of these babies? These babies right here. These beautiful babies. What did these babies do to her? But like I said, the father reported she appeared to be under the influence when he saw her in the streets of Baltimore, yelling and cursing at someone that was not there. If that's not under the influence and on fucking dope, I don't know what the hell it is. I really fucking don't. Y'all talk to me. Talk to me in the comments. Talk to me. Talk to me. Because this is sad. Now right here it says she always posted her kids. It was always about her kids. She always made comments to do better for them. So I can't even put into, I just can't make it make sense to me. Police said a motive to the killings and when it took place are not yet known. Are not yet known. So this is what the police said. So the motives to the killings are not yet known. They still don't know why she killed them babies. I'm hoping they find out. I'm pretty sure they find out by now. So, and it says here, Hall is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of first-degree assault, and 2 counts of reckless endangerment. Well-deserved fucking punishment. Look at these babies, man. Look at these babies. And this drug addict of a mother they have. Look at these babies, y'all. Look at this. Those children didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that. Oh, I see what you're saying here. You say they couldn't have been first in her life. If so, why would you take their life? She is the devil from hell for what she did to those babies. You are correct, right there in the comments. You are correct. She's some kind of fucking devil. She's some kind of demon. She's something. Because I can tell you that bitch showed not human. And that's just facts, y'all. That's just facts. That's real facts, because somebody like this shouldn't even be a part of society. And the woman doesn't even look like that she was even on drugs here in this picture. She looked like she was doing all right. And that's why I say, man, you never know what people are going through for them to even have some sort of breakdown where they get on drugs. And quite frankly, me personally, I don't think anybody with kids that are on drugs should have their children. I don't think they should have their kids. No, they shouldn't. They should not have their children. Period. Somebody that's on drugs and on drugs hard at that too, they shouldn't have them damn babies. Them babies shouldn't even be with them in their presence. Them babies didn't deserve what they got, y'all. Let's go up here right quick, man. Let's just go. Let's go up here and read this. Read this again. She's been accused of murdering them and leaving their bodies. She left their bodies in the apartment like they meant nothing to her. She left them like they were just dead fucking rodents, like they were dead animals. That piece of shit of a woman. She killed those children like she was gutting fucking pigs and left their bodies there. Who on earth did this crazy woman think she is? She left them. She killed them and left them like it was nothing. And that baby, man, that poor baby girl was screaming, "Mommy, no. Mommy, no." And she continued her assault on her 6-year-old daughter. Now, it said nothing of the son saying anything as she continued to assault him. But I'm pretty sure that baby was screaming out loud too, wanting his mother to stop hurting him. And just completely just took their lives like she had nothing to lose. This sick ass woman, she had lost her freedom, which she needed to. She lost it all and lost her goddamn mind. Who on earth does this woman think she is? She must have thought she was gonna get away with it. She must have thought she was, but obviously not. As you can see, they had news for that ass. Caught up with her, locked her ass up. Now let's listen to this confession here. It says, let's just read this again. Jamiria Hall, 28 years old, is claimed to have drowned and strangled her 6-year-old daughter, Deneria Thomas, and stabbed to death her 8-year-old son, Davin Thomas. Right at the house in Baltimore. Right at home in Baltimore. This sick ass woman, this woman right here, this is her mugshot. Look at the guilt on her face. I mean, the bitch look high right now on the motherfucking picture, on the mugshot. She look like she on all kind of drugs. Look at the yellow shit in her damn eyes and the red shit, the orange looking shit. Look at her. Hair all over her goddamn head, not carrying herself properly. She look fucking high right now. She does. Somebody wrote in the comment, it says, I see your comment. So it says that the people who heard all that sound have went down there. Who heard all this sound? I'm sorry. Who heard all that? Yeah, I'm sorry. Should have went down there and beat on the door, so she would have stopped doing that to those babies. I'm sorry, my phone kind of cracked, so it was hard for me to read it. Sorry about that. And you know what? You're right in the comments. You are right. You are right. Somebody, if you heard those babies saying, "Mommy, no," if you hearing this baby scream, "Mommy, no," somebody should have went their asses over there and beat that goddamn door down. Beat it down until she answered that motherfucker. Because if they'd have been beating that door down, they would have startled her and scared her, and she would have stopped her assault. Now, if she was that damn high, where not even a knock or a beat on the door would have stopped her, then that means that motherfucking bitch was so under the influence, she didn't even fucking realized that's what she was doing. But yeah, I feel like she was aware. Now, I feel she was aware. Now, if she was that damn high and wasn't even aware what she was doing, she deserved to be punished. She deserved to be punished, period, because she killed these children. She under the influence, seeing shit probably, y'all. Seeing shit probably. And it's ridiculous that this shit happened to these babies like it did. They did not deserve to die. Those babies still supposed to be here. They've had their whole life ahead of them. They should not be dead. Look at this piece of shit's face. Look at these babies. They look happy right here. She didn't look like she was on drugs here. Whatever your struggle is in your life, you should not want to take your children's life. This is why I'm so hard, on people that I love and that's close to me about drugs. I'm hard on them. I say, don't do no drugs. That'll mess you up, man. It'll mess your mind. Don't be on no drugs. Don't do no drugs. Don't hurt yourself. Don't do these things. If you feel like you need a drug to help you console, to help you, get your mind right, drugs that completely attack the brainstem and the cerebral cortex, completely destroys your mental ability. Because like I said, there have been reports I have read of people being on drugs and seeing distorted figures, dark figures, and so-called demons and shit. And end up doing shit, and then when they come to and snap out of it, all of a sudden oh my God, witnessing what they did, noticing they done fucked up, then hurt somebody you love, all because you so high, you all high and shit, on drugs, and you kill somebody. She was high on them drugs, y'all, and that motherfucker went home and took those babies' lives. She sat there and strangled that baby, put her body in the tub, and left her there. Put her son in a sleeping bag, this twisted bitch, with the knife still in her son's chest. She gutted him like an animal, like a damn pig. What kind of shit do you gotta be on to do something like this to your children? Them babies didn't know what was going on with their mama. They didn't even know she was fucked up. Just messed up on that dope, on them drugs. See right here, we're going to read this again. Hall allegedly told her mom that the children's dad had taken them. That's what she told her mom. But the children's dad told police that they hadn't been with him, and the last time he saw Hall on August 17th, she was shouting and cursing at no one in the streets. And he said she appeared to be under the influence. If that's not somebody on drugs, I don't know what the fuck it is, y'all. I really don't. That sounds like somebody that's on dope. That's on drugs. Talk to me, people. Once again, her friend Chantel Cornachin, that's her former classmate, said that she seemed okay the last time they exchanged text messages. She was all about her kids. That was her first and top priority. So all of that is a load of bullshit, because if it was, she wouldn't have been on drugs. Look at these children. Her son right here in the orange shirt and cap, and her daughter right here in this black and white and gray striped long sleeve shirt. These babies are lifeless now, man. They are lifeless. All because of her irresponsibility to take care of her children. All because of her irresponsibility to take care of her children, this woman took their lives. She placed her daughter's lifeless body in the tub with clothes wrapped around her neck. Her 6-year-old daughter, Denira Thomas, stabbed her son like a pig and left a knife in his chest and put him in a sleeping bag like he was a dog. Look at this high, sick bitch's face. Look at her. Look at her. You can tell she on some shit. Look at her face. Her eyes look like they got yellow jaundice and red and orange and shit. You can tell she high. Look at that mugshot. Talk to me, people. Look at that mugshot. Ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. This woman, let's just go here again. And I just want to, I know, and the reason why I keep reading over the story is also because people are just getting in to the live, and I appreciate everyone for coming and joining the live. I appreciate y'all coming. I really appreciate the support. You know, so I'm sure, you know, saying, hey, you know, chill with your boy. Stay for a while. We in here live with it. This is my very first live, and I appreciate the people that are in the live right now and watching. So thank you for coming and for your support. Now, what really hurts me is how the neighbors told the police that they heard her 6-year-old daughter, Denira Thomas, saying, "Mommy, no. Mommy, no." And I'm thinking, well, damn, if the neighbors heard her say, "Mommy, no," why no one ran the hell over there to that apartment and beat on that damn door or kicked that damn door down? Because obviously something was happening, but I guess you got, you know, I guess when she was staying there, people, they didn't want to get involved in whatever was going on. They wanted to, you know, mind their business. But you hearing this child cry out, "Mommy, no. Mommy, no." And you did nothing. You didn't come, you know what I'm saying? You didn't come, you know what I'm saying, to see what was going on. So yeah, I say sometimes it's good to have nosy neighbors. Sometimes it is good to have nosy neighbors. This baby sitting here saying, "Mommy, no." This sick woman, that baby sitting there saying, "Mommy, no." And that baby sitting there wondering why her mother doing this to her. She's sitting there afraid and being choked to death, screaming out, "Mommy, no." And her son, she stabbed him to death. And that baby was probably screaming too. This woman deserves whatever punishment she get. Whatever punishment she get. And we're going to read this here. It says that police discovered the decomposing bodies of the babies on Thursday after they responded to a call about a foul smell coming from the family's place of residence. She killed those babies and left those babies there to rot. Left them to rot. I'm looking right here in the comment. Y'all say, I see you. And they heard the baby saying, "Mommy, no," and they didn't come to the kids' rescue at all. That's right, they didn't. They didn't. You hear the baby. You hear the baby. And you didn't bring your ass in there. You didn't take your ass over there to see if those babies were all right, were okay. You got the nerve to put yourself in a position, hurting your children, killing them, taking their lives, and then the neighbors hear there's something wrong. The neighbors hear the baby saying, "Mommy, no." The 6-year-old, her 6-year-old daughter, "Mommy, no." And not one neighbor, somebody or whoever heard it, came to see what was going on to make sure that those babies were okay. So sometimes it's good to have nosy neighbors. Sometimes it's good. So I don't know what on earth had happened, but it shouldn't have happened the way it did. Wow. I am so sorry, y'all. I'm sitting there quiet for that long. It's because I'm actually trying to figure out how to swallow this, y'all. And I didn't mean to be quiet for so long, y'all. Because I'm trying to figure out how to swallow this shit. I really am. This woman is a sick motherfucking predator. She is a predator. She is a killer fucking shark. That's exactly what the fuck she is. Look, just listen how she did these babies. That baby was yelling out, "Mommy, no." That baby was yelling that out, y'all. "Mommy, no." My God. And her friend said she seemed okay when they exchanged text messages last time they talked, and saying she was all about her kids. We see that was some bullshit, because if she was all about her kids and they were her first priority, she wouldn't have got on dope, she wouldn't have got on drugs and killed those children. Look at these babies. Those babies were innocent. They didn't deserve that shit. And here's just the last part here. I'm going to read this again. She always posted her kids. It was always about her kids. Obviously not. She was on dope. She appeared to be under the influence. And she had to be under the influence when she took those babies' lives. She always made comments to do better for them. How the hell you gonna do better for your children and you take their life? You get on drugs and you take their life. Now it says allegedly, or she appeared to be under the influence, because last time I checked, somebody that's in the middle of the street being delusional, screaming at somebody that's not there, is under the influence of illegal drugs. That's just proof right there. So obviously they wasn't her first priority. Her first priority was obviously the fucking dope. And I'm gonna say it like that. She didn't deserve those children. And the daddy, he like, he told the police that they hadn't been with him. And the last time he saw Miss Jamira Hall was on August 17th. And she was shouting and cursing in the streets of Baltimore. And nobody was there. There was no one in the street. She was high on some shit. Wow, y'all. Wow. Killed these babies. Look at her. You see the picture up here? Her right here. Look a little thicker here. See this picture? She look a little thicker here. And got the two babies right there on her back. So she look a little thicker here. So, but look at this picture here. Look how her face then just trimmed down. That's because she was on that dope. That means she had to have been on drugs for a long time, for months. On that dope, on that shit, for months. She deserved whatever punishment she about to get. She deserved whatever is coming to her. This sick bitch. She deserved it. Look at her. Look how thick her face was here. Look how thick her face was in this picture here. And look how those babies was just so happy. So happy. So proud to be with them, with their loving mother. The woman that she was supposed to be. Looks like at one point she was loving. But whatever she was going through mentally just obviously took over her being a responsible parent. Now look at her face. It done sunk in and shrunk on that damn dope. On that damn dope. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Look at these babies. Them babies did not deserve that. Period. Those babies did not deserve that type of punishment. They didn't deserve for their lives to be taken. They didn't deserve this shit. She strangles her daughter to death. All because her ass want to be high and shit. You come home fucked up knowing your kids are there. And you take whatever it is out on them and take their life. Maybe you were seeing some shit on that damn dope. This is why I always tell my kids, don't ever do drugs. Drugs are bad. So whatever you were seeing out your eyes on that damn dope, you took your children's lives for it. Now if you wasn't hallucinating, and you was just high out your fucking mind, you don't kill your kids. You don't do that shit. You don't do that shit. This woman deserves whatever punishment that's coming to her, man. I promise you she do. She don't deserve to be free. She don't deserve to be amongst normal society. She needs to be caged like a motherfucking animal, like a dog. Because she killed her children like they were dogs. Like they were wild animals in the damn woods, in the jungle. With no problem. Destroyed those babies' lives. Destroyed them. Those babies didn't deserve that shit, y'all. They didn't. I can't wait till I hear y'all opinion about this. I'm about to, open this phone line up in just a minute. This is what I mean, y'all. Don't be a parent if you're not going to be able to handle the stress and the struggle and the strife and the hard times and hardships that come with it. Just don't. Because kids are very emotional creatures. They don't really understand or understand their feelings. You have to teach them. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you went through in your life, does not give you the right to take the lives of your children, all because you doped up like some piece of shit that you fucking are, because you think your shit don't stink. And then you go home high on that shit with those babies there, and you take their lives. You are a piece of shit. And to all the parents that want to be doing dope around their kids, you are a piece of shit. And to all the parents that are doing drugs and have hurt their kids for it, you are a piece of shit, because you shouldn't need drugs to get over your issue. You shouldn't need to tear your mind down to get over your issue, because all those illegal drugs, that shit that fucks you up out there, it fucks with the brain stem and the cerebral cortex, which means it imbalances all the cells, and the oxygen that's in your head causes you to have the delusions and singing shit that's not there, the illusions, depending on how much you done took. Wow. This is ridiculous. This woman deserves whatever the hell she getting. I guarantee it. This sick bitch, she deserves whatever she getting. You don't do this type of shit, people. You don't do this. Whatever you're going through, your kids don't deserve to be put through it. And that's just facts. Okay. So there's a number on the screen, right there, y'all. Phone lines are open. Phone line is open. Call in and let me know what you think. Call in. I'll wait for people to call in and let me know how they feel about all this. Phone line is open. Call in, people. Call in. And tell me what you think about this piece of shit of a woman. Alright. I'm going to wait for a little minute. If nobody call in, I'm just going to continue with the show and end it. Call in, people. Call in. Number on the screen: 281-268-6479. Call in and tell and give me your opinion on what you think about this story and about this mother that took the lives of her two innocent children. Call in. Call in. The number is right on the screen. Call in. If nobody calls in, I'll continue on with the show and I'll put it to rest. Call in. 281-268-6479. Call into the show and tell me what you think and give me your opinion. Let me know what you think about this story and this twisted motherfucker that took the lives of her children. Come on, people, call in. Call in. Numbers right above the screen. Call in. Anybody want to call in? Okay, nobody want to call in? Call in. Peace to you. What's your name and where you calling from? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Peace to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Allison, and I'm calling from Florida.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing lovely, baby, because I'm just calling to let you know that gal believes that gal needs to be in prison.
You can stop talking like that. You can stop talking like that now.
Go again, baby. She needs to go to prison, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knew what she was doing. She already had this in her mind to hurt those kids. Because once she started on her daughter, she didn't stop. She went on to the son. She knew what she was doing, son. She knew.
Right. And it was but isn't it sad how the child was screaming mommy no, and then the neighbors heard it and didn't come do a welfare check?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't even come down at a check or nothing. But they heard this child say they was gonna tell the police. You heard the child screaming, mommy no, mommy no. But did you go down at a check and see what's going on with those kids? No, you did not.
Right.
No, you did not.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? And it's and you know what I'm saying? And look, and you see the father said that the children hadn't been with him, and the last time he even saw her was on August 17th. And
the daddy knew something was wrong with that woman. I don't care what nobody say. I want to put that on there before you cut off your life. But baby, he knew she was cuckoo for cocoa puffs. I'm gonna put it up, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
He knew she was crazy. He knew once you seen her on the street talking to herself out loud. Okay, why come you didn't go by the house then and pick her up and take her to the house?
Right.
What's the reason?
And that's really sad how he's seen her in the middle of the streets of Baltimore screaming at somebody cursing. Screaming at somebody cursing at him, and nobody was there. So that should have been a red flag for him to go to her house and go get his kids.
Right.
And so I feel like he saw the signs. Why the hell didn't he go? Why the hell he did nothing? You know, knowing what the kids were. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
So, yeah, but that's crazy though. Knowing that he saw her in the middle of the streets of Baltimore screaming at somebody that was not there and cursing, that should have been a red flag for him, correct? He should have went and got his babies.
That's right. He should have picked her up and took her home.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me get this next caller. Thank you for calling in.
Okay.
Peace to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Houston.
Can you cut your background down, cause it's doubling. It's doubling.
I'm calling from Houston, and my name is Stubby.
Oh wow, I know who this is.
What's up, Tony?
Oh wow, what's good? So what's your opinion about this story here?
She need her motherfucking ass whooped. But she should never had them kids, and she knew she was gonna kill them at the end.
All right. And what do you say about how the neighbors heard her 6-year-old daughter saying "mommy no" and they didn't come and do a welfare check?
If I was the neighbor, I would have kicked that goddamn door in.
You'd have kicked the door in, huh?
Goddamn right.
So do you hold the father responsible as well?
Yes, I do, because he knew something was wrong with her from day one when he had those kids with her.
When he saw her out there in the Baltimore streets cursing at somebody that wasn't there, being delusional and looking like she under the influence.
Yeah, he should have called somebody then. He should have went and saved those kids right then and there. If he'd seen her do all that, he should have saved them. And the kids would have been still alive to this day.
And you are so right about that. You are so right about that. And you know what? So many things could have transpired to where that shit wouldn't even happen. All he had to do was pay attention to the sign. He seen her in the middle of the street, you know, looking like she under the influence, high as a fucking kite, and he just sat there and didn't even make a move. So I feel like the father's
knew the sign, though. He knew the sign, because he knew the sign.
Yeah, of course.
Because he was dating her once upon a time. He knew she was crazy.
Right. And he should have done something about it. When he seen that, he should have just been like, oh wait, she look like she under the influence. Let me go check on the children. Matter of fact, let me go get my kids because they with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, so
I hold both of them responsible. And then I hold her parents responsible because they knew something was wrong with her too. So if they wanted the welfare of them kids to be good, they should have went to go get the kids too.
But see, she told her mother that her kids were with the father. Remember?
Yeah.
So she told her mom. She said, she told her mother. They said that she allegedly told her mother that the children's father had taken them, but that was never the case. So that means we can put that pretty much together and say, okay, she left them there after she killed them, and she went over to her mother's house, and her mother probably asked her where were the children. And you know what I'm saying? And this is just me brainstorming on what could have possibly went down for her to even tell her mother something like that. Her mother could have possibly asked her where the kids was, and that's why she told her they were with her dad. So she pretty much lied on the father, and then the father said they hadn't been with him, and he hadn't seen her since August 17th, but he's seen her in the middle of the Baltimore streets shouting and cursing at somebody that wasn't even there, an invisible person, and then she appeared to be under the influence. So these are all red flags. She lied about them being with the father, and the father exposed the fact that he saw her in the middle of the street appearing under the influence, shouting and cursing at someone that wasn't even there.
Yep.
So what's your take on that?
She needs to be in jail and get her ass kicked while them people gonna pick her ass up in there.
I guarantee you. Right. When she get in there, that's a whole different world.
Yeah, because they watch the news in jail, baby. They gonna get her.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think too. I think they gonna get that ass.
Well, nice talking to you, Mr. Tony.
Appreciate you calling in.
You will.
All right. All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That was a good conversation there. That was a good deliberation. That was a good opinion on what was going on. Wow, y'all. I just want to say, man, take care of your children. If you feel that you got to do a drug, you know what I'm saying, to help you out of your situation, then your ass don't need to fucking be with your kids. This was one of the most touching, heartfelt stories I have ever did, that I have ever reviewed and analyzed. Because people like this, and there are many other cases like this. I even heard of a case that happened, some years back on Facebook, where these two women were in a relationship and they were high and on drugs, and they killed, their two daughters. And then I heard another case where these two women were getting high on Facebook Live and allowing their son and daughter to smoke on Facebook Live, smoke weed, and blowing the smoke in their faces. Those are two other cases that I've heard about, and both of them were two women that were in a relationship. And I've also read a story where I think this is about 2 years ago, where this man and his wife, well, not wife, but girlfriend, were doing drugs, crack cocaine, and beat their son to death, high on crack cocaine. All those motherfuckers got the goddamn hammer laid down on them. Every last one of them. And they deserve it. They deserve it. Does anybody else want to call in? Is there anybody else who want to call in? This will pretty much be the last caller. Anybody else? Okay, then I'll continue. So, she deserves whatever punishment she gonna get. Protect your kids. Don't be getting on drugs all because you fucked up in the mind. You know what I'm saying? You have no business being on drugs and you all fucked up in the head. You have a responsibility as a parent to take care of your children. You have a responsibility as an adult to nurture and care for them, love them. You're not supposed to fucking kill them. I mean, if it's that goddamn bad, you need to send their ass on with their daddy. You could have sent their ass with their daddy or with your peoples. Okay, hold on a second. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from? Peace. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing? My name is James. I'm calling from the city of Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right, how you doing, James? So, what's your opinion about this story here?
Well, I want to make a couple points. I mean, I really don't want to, pass too much harsh judgment on the situation, but it's real bad. My opinion about the fact that that there was screaming from the child saying, "Mommy, no," you know what I mean, which would raise a red flag in any circumstance, I think. But you know how nowadays parents, you know what I mean, they make it a legal right to kill people when they business about their kids, and that's the hard part sometimes, how society is conditioned us to stay out of people's business. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, they may have heard the screaming and all of that, but they may have not known, you know what I mean, exactly how to go about approaching the situation. They got us all also socially conditioned not to be snitching and calling police and all of that stuff. So it's that part right there got me at a cross point where, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of tough to say what.
Well, see, that's why, right. See, that's why I said early on in the video that maybe they were just the type of people to just mind their business and didn't want to get involved. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors. Because you do have neighbors like that like to kind of like, well, hey, that's their house. We ain't gonna get involved. You know what I mean? But then on the other hand, if you're hearing something unusual and you're hearing these babies scream, sometimes, hey, knock on the door. Yo, y'all all right over here? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say sometimes it's good to have nosy neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then too, it's good to have a decent rapport with your neighbors. But sometimes that can factor in too. You know what I mean? When you don't get along with your neighbors and you really kind of steer clear of what they got going on. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's just what it is sometimes. Yep. That is exactly what it is.
As much as hard as it is for us to love our neighbors, it's not always, in the scheme of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may try to
right. So
get along with your neighbors, but shoot, you never know how you might offend your neighbors or how they may come across and offend you. You know what? And
I completely understand where you coming from, brother. I really do. I completely understand where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you already know you just got some people when they hear something, hey, go check that out. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But I completely understand where you're coming from, brother. But let me ask you this. What's your take on the father and what he said?
I actually came into the video like halfway through you explaining it, so I didn't even catch the first part.
Okay, so let me jot this down here. So she allegedly told her mother that the children were with their father, that he had taken them. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to the police that they hadn't been with him. And the father had said to And the last time he had saw her was on August 17th, and she was shouting in the middle of the Baltimore streets, cursing and shouting at somebody and there was no one there, an invisible person. And then he said that it appeared that she looked like she was under the influence. What do you say on that?
I say, being that your father is in the picture, it's your sole responsibility to take advantage of every situation that you know your other half, significant other, however you want to address it,
right,
is weak on. You know what I mean? You have to pick up the strength of the weakness of the other partner when you're together. You know what I mean? It'd be different if you was a single mother, you know, but you know, you in the picture, as a father, you got instincts too. You know, they talk about motherly instincts. We got instincts too. You know what I mean? So when something ain't right with our children, our antennas go up. And me, I'm gonna look, especially they small children. So I'm gonna look at the mama and be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But don't you think that? Don't you think that But don't you think, brother, that you know what I'm saying, that should have been a red flag for him to at least go check on the babies by seeing her in that condition in the middle of the road, delusional and
they not with me and they not with you. Of course.
Right.
It ain't nothing more important going on. I'm finna stop everything I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm turning off all lines of communication and focusing on that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, what you got going? I'm going to see what's going on because something ain't right. Automatically, like I said, that's the instinct. You know what I'm saying? So he either just as dumb as she is, or he enticed her to do what she doing.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion.
And when you and when I showed the picture of the kids, they were on top of her back. If you noticed, it looked like they were at a beach or something, and the babies were on top of her back, and they were smiling and all that, and you know, it's just so much love. You notice how she was, you know what I'm saying, she was thicker in the face. And then when I showed her mug shot, you see how the face didn't sunk in and she didn't, you know, and her face kind of got a little skinny. So that just means that she had to been doing drugs for longer than, you know what I'm saying, she had been doing them. She had to been doing them for a while, quite some time.
I think, honestly, for him trying to keep his hands clean throughout the whole situation and not taking no real accountability, is that he kind of led her down that path. You know, when you start doing a woman a certain type of way when she's loving on you and stuff, and then, you know, things go here and there and go left and right, you know, and then you start not treating her the same way in the beginning, then they'll let themselves go. And they'll stop caring about you, themselves, and the kids. You know, women, they can get like that.
That's right.
You know, especially if you having a part in it and you around here, you know, caught up in, you know, allegedly infidelity or what have you, or you just, you know, coming to see her whenever it's convenient for you and things like that. Women pick up on stuff like that.
Yep.
And then you see her like, you know, a queen at first, and then, you know, once you start getting your way with her, I guess you know, some dudes get bored with that. They, you know, they get bored with that. Some guys, they don't appreciate, you know, good things. But I really don't know the truest nature behind what turned her from being that, like you said, that loving mother that she once seemed to be, to just being a neglectful parent all of a sudden. So, you know, it does raise questioning about what led her just to the point of losing her damn mind. You know
and pretty much, what could have transpired between her and the father to make her even lose it like that, or was it something just potentially individually, something that she was going through? You know what I'm saying? Maybe
she got clean and relapsed. But that happens too. You know, maybe she got her life right. Kids came in. She wanted to get back right in. You know, maybe she just fell off the wagon. You know, and it happens to the best of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I really think it's bad because no kid should have to suffer for the neglect of. Like I said, if you ain't gonna be fit to give up your selfishness for the welfare of the children, then, you know, don't have them, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't have no kids.
Don't have them. And you know what, brother? And that's why I say, if whatever you're going through, and I said this in the video as well, I said whatever you're going through, whatever it may be, you shouldn't have to take a drug for you to ease your mind about it. You know what I'm saying? And possibly doing something you're going to regret or hurting your own kids for. You shouldn't need drugs to get it together. Whatever you're going through, seek professional help. Mental health is real, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think she should have sought help. And I think the father should have took that red flag to get on his P's and Q's and be like, hey, let me go get my kids because something wrong with her out here. I need to go get my babies. So I do hold him accountable for not even, with just seeing the red flag. I hold him accountable for the simple fact that he should have been man enough to say, you know what, whatever she on, I'm going to go to the house and check on my babies. Or if she had
even if it would have costed him to get into legal altercation with the police, like, what are you in here doing? This woman is in here neglecting my kids. We gon', you know what I mean? We gonna get it right with us before something happened to them.
True that. I mean? But see, he could have went over there with the police if he was going over there. You know what I'm saying? That way, it would have been.
He would have been outraged, man. It's not.
Yeah.
Man, this ain't something that you would have just been sitting and being composed about. I don't care.
Right.
You know, they say everybody take things different. No, everybody. If you human, anybody gonna be in the outrage if something happened to their offspring.
Oh yeah. I mean? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I feel you. And that's just.
I don't give him no pass for coming up with some kind of story. Like, where do you stand wrong at it? You should be saying something on your behalf to say where you fucked up at. That's the first thing you should be doing.
True.
And even if it means you saying that I fucked up by not double checking, knowing that she be getting high and how she be, you know what I mean? You should be able to at least have something on your behalf to know that this is an ongoing episode. It's continually. And it keeps happening. This ain't your first time knowing that people done stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Pretty much, he just wasn't on point, right?
Pretty much, I got to give him some of the blame. I got to give him some.
Right.
I don't know.
That's why I say I hold him accountable at some point. You know? So.
You got to take some of it because you're them your kids.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you calling in, brother. You want to say anything else?
Oh man, I was scrolling down my feed and I seen you. I caught a couple videos, you know, and I really I see your passion and the things that like the thing about it, how you was speaking on that's what had drawn me to your channel.
Mm-hmm.
You was speaking on how they was talking about how they play gay games and I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, we don't fucking do them like that.
Yeah, that shit gay.
I just like the way you express your passion about how shit ain't been put in perspective the way it should be, about how they just manipulating the minds of people and the children, man. Come on, man.
I really thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm very passionate about what I do, man. And I just got to be straightforward, man. The people need to know. The people need somebody to be straightforward about shit, man.
Well, honey, I wish you nothing but growth. I definitely will be tuning in to make sure, you know what I mean, that you stand on their neck and you stay positive and keep the faith, brother.
Oh yeah. Have you subscribed to the channel, brother?
Definitely. You got me. I'm in there.
All right, brother. I'll see you on the next live. I'll be doing another live next week, and it'll probably Friday. So yeah, Friday. So it'll be Monday evening. Monday evening will be the next live.
Definitely, I will be tuned in.
7 p.m., brother. Thanks for calling, brother.
Peace.
Peace. Okay, everybody. That was a great conversation I have with the brother, and hopefully, I have a lot more great conversations, with more of y'all, man. I appreciate all the phone calls and calling in, y'all. I appreciate everybody that came out and supported the channel. You know what I'm saying? Supported the live today. I'll say this: it's up to you. If you would like to support the channel, hashtag Big Tony Main, GoFundMe.com/TonyRealTheGod 202. All the support you give to me goes strictly to the channel, not for any personal bid or gain. It's for the channel purposes only, y'all. I'm trying to grow, and I want to keep bringing y'all this content. I love what I do. I'm passionate about, what I do. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And I love that everybody, came out tonight for my very first live, y'all. And I didn't expect it to go this well. I really didn't. And I'm glad that everybody came out, man, and watched the live. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this. When you have children, love your children. You got to know as a human being that drugs are wrong and they shouldn't be used for purposes, to even be getting high knowing that you have kids. You know you have a responsibility as a parent, but you want to go get high. And what she did to those babies, her ass is gonna fucking rot for it. And whoever the dad is, because they didn't mention his name in the story, brother, whoever you are, your ass will be held accountable for not taking action, brother. Whatever transpired between you and that woman, you should have still took action to make sure your babies were okay. So, brother, I hold you. I would say everybody needs to also hold you accountable. I hold you accountable too. You should have did something. You should have took action, brother. So, this woman's gonna get what she deserves, y'all. I appreciate everybody coming out to the live, man. I do. I appreciate it all. I love all the support I've been getting. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming. And I'm telling you, this live went so well. I was not expecting it to go so well, y'all. And it went really, really well. It went really, really well. You know what I'm saying? So, this woman will get what she deserves, y'all. And I got to say that, this was a very, very touching and heartfelt story, because people like this do not deserve to be amongst normal society. I'm just going to say that again. What really goes through the mind of a mentally unstable person? Ask yourself that question. Y'all ask yourself that question. What really goes through the mind of an unstable human being for them to be high as hell and to do these heinous things far as crime is concerned? Sad. Those children should still be alive, y'all. Them babies should still be here with us. They should still be alive. Shame on this mother. Shame on the father for not taking action to protect his children. Shame on the mother for even getting high and delusional and harming these babies and taking their lives. And once again, shame on the dad. Shame on the father. You didn't take action, brother. I'd give you credit, but you didn't take action when you saw the signs. Or maybe you saw her in the middle of the street like that, after it happened? But no, that's not what it sounded like. This was before. It had to be. So I appreciate all y'all coming, man. It's about time for me to shut it down. I got to get up in the morning. But come to my next live Monday evening. Monday evening at 7 p.m. My next live Monday evening at 7 p.m. Set your clocks, write it down, put it on your calendar if you have to. Monday evening will be my next live at 7 p.m. Be there. And if y'all liked this live, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to your boy TonyRealTheGod Chronicles And don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, TonyRealTheGod Reacts. Don't forget to do that. You know, I'm on there doing reactions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a little fun doing reactions and stuff. So, once again, follow me on all my platforms. Facebook, TonyRealTheGod. Instagram, The God Tony. TikTok, TonyRealTheGod. I'm not going to say the Twitch one because tell y'all the truth, I don't even be on that damn motherfucker. I don't know how to use Twitch for some odd reason. I thought it was just, plug and play or just this, that, and the third, but you got to do so much shit. So fuck Twitch. Shit, I ain't even going to... I'm not even going to try to even put that shit together. Shit, fuck Twitch. But follow me on all the rest of the platforms, y'all. And hey, like I said, if you would like to support the channel, man, hashtag Big Tony Main. GoFundMe.com/TonyRealTheGod202. Thank all of you for coming. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the respect, the support. And I'm going to continue to do this for as long as I can. I'm in for the long haul, y'all. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. All right? So... Thanks to all the callers for calling in. I appreciate y'all callers. I appreciate all of y'all for calling in, man. And deliberating with your boy, man, TonyRealTheGod. I appreciate all the calls that I got this evening. And saying for the back and forth that I got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that all the phone calls were very, very positive. Wasn't negative, but of course in the future, we may get some negative calls. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm all man. Your boy TonyRealTheGod can handle that. But I appreciate all the callers that called in tonight. I appreciate that. Thank you for y'all support, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue, to check out the channel, man. And let's get them likes up, y'all. Come on, y'all. Get them likes up on the video, y'all, on the live, man. Let's get them likes up, man. I'm putting in this work. Come on, y'all. Let's do it. All right. So, I love y'all, man. Appreciate the support, man. And your boy TonyRealTheGod is out. This has been breaking news, and I hope this bitch get what she deserve. And I'm gonna try to find out more information to see if she's been convicted. You know what I'm saying? This happened a while ago, a couple of days ago. But I'm gonna see, if I can find some more information on her, to see if she's been convicted, and I'll do a part 2. It probably won't be a live though. It'll probably be a pre-recorded video, but I will do a part 2 if I can find more information on there. So I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. And then this bitch gonna get what she deserves because she a sorry piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And the father needs to be held accountable for not being there for his children when they needed him the most. You know what I mean? And he might not like that I've said this if he ever see this video, but hey, it is what it is, bruh. You got to be held accountable for you not taking action when your kids needed you the most. When you saw her acting all fucked up in the streets, you should have went to see where your kids was, bruh. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming out, man. Have a good night. Appreciate the support, man. Holla at your motherfucking boy. I'm out, y'all. This has been a TonyRealTheGod Chronicles broadcast with breaking news. Thank you for being advised. Thank you for watching.